So I've had 3 kids in ACA. I've had, currently I have 2, my 1-year-old little girl and my 5-year-old. And I had another older son here who's now back in school in the United States. And what I like best about the school, I mean, of course, I like the educational level, the Christian learning environment, and I mean, when I compare my small children to kids in the U.S., I mean, they're so far ahead of them now at their age. It's really hard to compare. And my oldest son went from being an average student in the U.S. When he went back to the U.S., he was a superior student. So, I mean, obviously the education level was really good. But you know what I like the best, I think, about the school is the community and how it's centered around the kids. Every day I bring my kids into school, and everybody knows their name. And it's good morning, Alina. Good morning, Anderson. Good morning, Coley. Everybody knows their name all the way to school. And my 1-year-old, she's so excited to come to school every day. When she sees her teacher, she starts laughing and runs to her teacher with her arms open. So I know that my kids they're happy. They're healthy. They're enjoying being here. And as I walk around, nobody really. I think they may know my name, but everybody, it's your Colby's daddy, your Anderson's daddy, your Alina's daddy, and and that tells me something, because it means the school is centered around the kids. It's not centered around the teachers or the parents or something else. It's centered around developing our kids. And to this day, people still ask me, how's Colby's daddy? How's Colby doing? He's not even here anymore. He's gone back to the U.S. He's in school in the U.S. But people still ask me how he's doing in school and how he's doing in life. And that's important, because again, it tells me this, all the way down to the security guard still calls me Colby's daddy and says, "How's Daddy Colby? How's Colby doing?" So that just reinforces to me this is where I need my kids at, because it's all about them.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Adam Dorothy Osai. I happen to be the PTA president of ACA, and my daughter is in pre-nursery. Her name is Chimamanda Osai. ACA is a really amazing school. I remember my first encounter when we were making a decision about what school we would enroll our daughter in. We came, and the first thing that struck us was the motto of the school, truth and wisdom. I like the fact that, beyond just, equipping our children with knowledge and, information and life skills, they were also interested in molding the character of the children. And so coming into the school, I met the support staff, who were very supportive. They are very, willing to answer inquiries and give you adequate information to help you make your decisions. The school environment is very attractive, very congenial, and embraces nature as well as the use of colors, and it's a good place for children to gain experiential learning. Because my daughter is in pre-nursery, I wanted her cognitive awareness to grow with an appreciation for her environment, and I like the fact that they introduce nature and the landscape into the early education that children receive. The teachers are very warm and very very conditioned to answer to parents inquiries and worries and anxieties. They customize the learning in the classroom to ensure that every child has maximum attention, so you don't feel that your child is lost in the crowd. The children's needs are very early identified. Their talents are fully explored, and you get the sense that the teacher is very committed to the rounded individual, the child, to giving focus and attention to the children, to hearing their feedback, to hearing their challenges and responding timeously to them. Parents get a sense of also being involved in the running of the school. Not only do they share with us information about what's happening in the classroom, but they involve us in that. There are a lot of activities that are designed for parents so that we can share our worries and also hear from the teachers in terms of the assessment of the child and how we can collaborate towards fully building our children. So it's such a very amazing program. One other thing that strikes me about ACA is their zeal for community service. children do not just stay in the classroom and learn, but they are taught to go into the communities, to identify the problems in the world around them, to see how they can be of service to those problems. So they constantly look for, platforms, community-focused projects that children can plug into, students of ACA can plug into and serve the community. There's a lot of extracurricular activities, not just after school, but even on weekends that children volunteer to participate in. They go into communities and help with things like mobile libraries. They help with things like reading drives. They help with, children with special needs and, learning sign language and helping, other communities. So it helps to, build the child and let them realize that learning is for application in the real world and that the real world is full of problems. They are also taught, to discover and become very inventive and very innovative early. I like the science fair that the school organizes, where children begin to explore their inventive and innovative, impulses. They come up with so many projects designed to solve real-world challenges existing around them. Also, I like the sports and athletics program and the fact that preschool children also begin to participate early in that. You see tiny children running on the tracks and on the field, and it's so exciting to watch. That competitive spirit is introduced early to the children. I think it's a very comprehensive package. I like the fact that not just the curriculum is global, it's of global standard, but the teachers are taught, with global best practices, and they're constantly improving themselves. It's a great school. I can't think of any other option for my child, and I encourage every other parent who's thinking of a global education to come to ACA.
Whenever we travel for holidays, either to Lebanon or the UK, I enroll my daughter in summer camps or summer activities. And always, the first thing they ask about after her first week is, which school does your daughter go to? And when I reply that we were coming from Nigeria, from Ibadan, they will be amazed and impressed. They tell me Raya is so knowledgeable, she's very responsible, well organized, she thinks out of the box, and she can take wise decisions whenever she has to choose. That makes me happy, proud, and I'm very thankful that my kids are ACA students. Also, I always hear from my friends whose kids graduated from ACA that their kids are doing really well in university and they are having a scholarship, and so that makes me proud. And not only that, our senior students at ACA, they get accepted and they have scholarship to different well-known universities in Canada, in the States, in the UK, Lebanon, and India. I really like about ACA the balance between the extracurricular activities and the curriculum. Well, education is not only about knowledge, and having a wide range of extracurricular clubs, it gives the students the opportunity to be creative, to exhibit their non-academic abilities, and to develop new skills. I'd really like to highlight about the workshop we had as well with Ms. Fumi in grade 1. We had a multiplication workshop when Ms. Fumi told us your kids are starting with multiplication. I thought, oh dear, how are they going to cope with that? But then when I attended the workshop, which was only for parents, she made multiplication very easy. I wish my teacher taught me multiplication the way Ms. Fumi did. Different methods for multiplication. So the children now, they are really good in multiplication and they are only in grade 1. So this is really impressive. Thank you, Ms. Fumi, a lot for that. And there's also one thing that I really like about ACA students, and it is that they respect the others, meaning different religious groups, different ethnicities, and different socioeconomic background. Well, also, my daughter is not in a senior school, but whenever she knows that the senior schools are having, for example, a project like marketing project, or they're having a bake sale, or they're cleaning the car, she will be telling me, Mom, don't forget to pass by, let's buy from them, make sure they clean our car. So it's good to see that there is this community service at school, and it's good to see also that the senior kids, they know the junior kids. and that's because they are sent to help the younger ones in classes.
When I moved them from the formal school to ACA, I actually knew the level they were, and compared to where they are today, I could say that ACA had made a very huge impact on the development of my three kids. I've also gone ahead to recommend some of my friends as well to join this great institution. So, in a nutshell, I could say I am one of the proud parents to have benefited immensely from ACA. Thanks, ACA.
We have some really good teachers and exceptionally good teachers here. I have seen the infrastructure also slowly being developed year on year. We see that the accreditation has happened this year, which is a really good thing. And also the internships is a very good thing which is happening now for the senior and the secondary school students. This is the best international school in Ibadan today. Thank you.
When it comes to reading culture, they have a fantastic reading culture here, and because of the reading culture, it's been able to, impact my daughter, because she's been able to read very well. She reads very well. She reads every single vocabulary word she sees now, which is very good. Looking at where she's coming from and where she is now, I would give ACA A+.
The way ACA teaches its students, it's very commendable, because some of their teachers are so senior, and they put it across so well that children find it very easy to cope with their studies. And also there is a very protected home ground here, that is, they have been given Bible class, and they have a lot of moral science taught to them, which is very good for them in their overall character development. I feel academics anybody can give, but an overall growth is what ACA is catering to, which is very, very commendable. Thank you.
I'm the father of Leticia, Larissa, Gislain, three of them. They are attending this school. We came here in Nigeria, that was in 2014, and we coming from Cameroon, a francophone country. Well, we are bilingual, by the way, but the thing is they studied all in French. So it was really a great challenge bringing them here, because the question was, were they able to adapt? But yes, I should say that the very first month, the children really went through a lot of challenges. I think after the first term, things started getting better and better, and then children started building assurance, they had friends. Well, they could adapt easy in the environment, and I could now understand how powerful this situation of change has been, because truly it was not something very easy to relocate children from one environment to another, change language, and all of this. So this is where I think ACA has done a very great job, because truly they've changed completely the children. Initially they couldn't say much words in English, but today they are correcting me, they are laughing at my francophone tone all the time at home. They choose the words, they correct me, the spelling and things like that. So I can see very well what the school has brought to them, and I should say that there is a lot of value in this school, and I can also see the effort that the management is putting here to change the place, make it more comfortable, more conducive environment for the children to learn and to feel like home. And I could see the change in my children as it was occurring. So today we are at the point of leaving Nigeria, unfortunately, so it is a little bit heartbreaking. I would love to stay. My boy just told me, look, go and leave me here. I say, well, look, sorry, we are a family, we need to be together. So this tells us really how much ACA has impacted in my children's hearts. They really feel like home, a second home. So this is a great school, I would say. I think one thing I liked is giving valuable education, and really at a very affordable cost, because I can know a number of different other schools that will provide this at maybe triple time the cost. So that's one of the things. So I would really invite any other people who really wants to have to provide good education to their children, the American curriculum. I think this is a very interesting opportunity for them. So really my experience is very, very, very positive. I'm very grateful to ACA management. I'm very grateful to the teachers because of the job they've done for my children, and I believe going forward they will probably carry this with them, and success will always be something they'll have just because they had the right base by just attending this great school.
We feel so proud that God gave us a good chance to be part of the family it's called ACA.
Let me start with this. One amazing thing about Ineluwa is most of the places she goes, within the country and even outside, by the time she presents herself and she starts talking about things, many don't believe she's just 11. Anyway, she just turned 11 yesterday. But the most important thing that we did as parents is to find her such a good school. And I can say that with all the sincerity of my heart, that ACA has contributed immensely to our development. I believe the school has given her exposure beyond just academics. And ACA, they are different from many schools. In the world we are today, there's so many institutions that are just focused on the profit they want to make. But I can see that this is a school, this is an institution that they believe in what they say and they strive as much as possible to get to excellence in what they say. I asked them the first day we came into the school when they interviewed and I interviewed them, so how do you get your children to excel? I said the only thing we do is we make them to love reading. We make them to love coming to school. With all sincerity, and that's exactly what's happening. Ineluwa loves coming to school. They teach them Christian values, and that is actually utmostly important to us. The world is full of distractions here and there, so parents can only see very little. But when you put your child, your children in a place whereby you know that they are thought about, your mind will be at rest. And indeed, that is what we hear from ACA. She comes home and she tells us, Daddy, what do you think about this? This Joseph did that, he did that, he did that. And as children, we're expected to do this. And she challenges us as parents when maybe we behave out of emotions that is out of line from the values in which she's taught. It's a very good school. And I'm so proud of ACA. They expose their children to all kinds of things that are practical and they can resonate with in the future. Field trips, and not just field trips just for the sake of just going out. It's for a purpose to go and learn. Ineluwa is playing piano right now. She just did her third grade examination. And indeed, it all started from the school. It has little to do with education. And the same thing with golf that she's doing. She learned to swim. I'm thankful that we're able to afford it. And I hope that many education entrepreneurs as well will come in here and learn that when you do things, you do it with a purpose and with all sincerity. It's not all about money all the time. Thank you very much, ACA. I love you.
Hello, I'm Professor Shola Gotosho. I lecture at the University of Ibadan. I have 3 children, and the 3 of them have passed the American Christian Academy. I came to this school because I was looking for a school that will give quality education to my children. I wanted a school where the class size was moderate, where the teacher would have more of a one-on-one interaction with the pupil, and I also wanted a Christian-based school. And indeed, I found an ACA. One other thing that has impressed me about the school is the level of commitment and dedication of the teachers to work. They arrive early, they leave late, and every hour of the school is maximized for productive teaching. And for me, that's a big plus. I also see in the teachers a pupil-friendly attitude as well as a parent-friendly attitude. The students could walk up to them and share their concerns with them. The school is also very interested in bringing out creativity in the children. And the science fair which the school organizes every year has been of great benefit to all the children, including mine. And the projects that these children have come up with have been amazing. I've also had the opportunity of being a judge at the various science fair, the last one that was held early this year, 2018. I was privileged to be part of the judges, and I was amazed at the level of creativity and their intelligence in terms of the projects that these students came up with. In addition to that, there's also a peer tutoring program which the school also does, and my son, who is currently in the 10th grade, has been privileged to participate in the peer tutoring program, and he has very good reports. I've also had the privilege of serving the school as the PTA chair. I served for about 2.5 years, and that's been a very important assignment that I've had to do in this school. We had career talks every Tuesday, and the impact of that career talk was enormous. I actually met with the students some years after the career talk, when he told me that the career talk actually was helpful in defining the career he would love to go into. I was also very impressed with the DT projects that the students also had the opportunity of doing, especially for the last IGCSE examinations, and I was amazed at what the students actually came up with. My son came up with a robotic lawnmower, which was very, very exciting. You know, watching him put together the lawnmower, put together a report. The internship with the school, which the school also embarks upon every year, is also another point of value for the school. The students are made to understudy various professionals and experts, and apart from learning, this also helps to inform the choice of their future career.